My name is Pardip Heya. I am from a little village called Bedworth, located just outside of Coventry. I'm a property investor, and this is my first project where I'm developing as well.
My name's Narinder Gill from Corico Specialist Finance, and this particular site and scheme is the development and conversion of 3 barn buildings into 3 beautiful buy-to-let properties. The borrower was referred to me by an existing client of mine who referred our services, and we very quickly understood that this was not going to be the easiest of placement, and we spoke with trusted lending partners such as TAB and other lenders, but felt TAB, with their lending terms, loan parameters, were most suited to support the client in their first development of this size. So the loan itself was funded in 2 parts. This was due to time sensitivity. TAB very quickly understood that and supported that with firstly a loan to acquire the site on an acquisition piece, and behind that they had pre-agreed and pre-sanctioned a development loan for the purposes of converting these properties.
We worked with Corico, Narinder Gill, to help finance the barn conversion. So initially it was a derelict barn, which we've converted now into 3 holiday lets. Emmanuel Johnson was the underwriter who did a fabulous job, and we've completed in around 14 months, I believe. Yeah, good to go now and rent out. There's 3 individual properties. So one is a single self-contained dwelling, 1 bed. Second property is a 2-storey, 4-bedroom dwelling, and the third property is a 2-bed, single-storey dwelling. We worked closely with EJ, of course, kept him informed all the way through, and of course TAB as well, so the wider team at TAB. But we managed to complete within the 15-month timescale.
So the exit of the loan was always to refinance the properties with buy-to-let finance. This was particularly quite a challenge with the fact that this is what we call multi-unit freehold. So there are separate dwellings all held under one title. I think the unique part about this particular property is the fact that they are to be let and operated as short-term stay, i.e. Airbnb properties, which does restrict quite massively the amount of available lenders in this space, and particularly those who support multi-unit freeholds. We worked with a building society, YBS Commercial, and I'm pleased to say that we redeemed on the loan a few days ago and have raised some capital to support some wider development on the site with some outbuildings and some additional work to be done on the main residence.
TAB from start to finish, transparent, great to deal with. Also the underwriter EJ, very available. I remember we had a few conversations on the phone just to kind of detail the property, and also we had some additions, changes like the new stables, and honestly transparent, and EJ was a joy to work with, and Narinder as well. But in terms of TAB and the wider team, fantastic.
So from inquiry to completion was really swift, in all honesty. We put forward the loan requirement and a summary to credit and to our BDM at TAB, who quickly understood, had the necessary conversations with credit to obtain support and sanctioning for the loan. It was a very straightforward process, and definitely something that I felt really supported Pardip, the borrower here, because he was under some pressure to purchase the property. There was a lot of interest in this, as it forms a wider part of the security of main residence, land adjoining both to the side and rear, which all had to be factored in and quickly purchased from the agents.